Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'll be talking about ratings today, and the first one would be Chris Sutton. Many of you know Chris Sutton is calling for Chelsea manager to be banned, and Chelsea are obviously facing a points deduction, and due to the Abramovich backroom stuff, and backroom staff are not willing to sign Tony. You know, they don't really like Tony like that, and they're having a go and saying, well, Tony is not probably would not be the best option for us. So let's get into Ray. Well, he played for Chelsea during the early 90s, and then he was a very good defender. Obviously, he's the French legend. They won the World Cup together, I think, and he had a good spell at Chelsea. But I wanted to watch a video of him.
Optimism towards Chelsea for the rest of the season?
I know I'm still hesitating to release myself from that wondering about Chelsea performances. If it's established that they're getting better for sure, but they are there back to the business, I'm still hesitating. I don't know. I'm very positive. I was very impressed with the performance, but I still feel that it's a little bit shaky, that's a little bit fragile in every positioning, in every part of the field, that I'm not sure that the players at front will confirm still, even if I wish at the best that they're going to do so. And I'm not sure at the back, you know, they're going to do the job like they didn't do, in fact, against Man City, because they conceded 4 goals. But I don't know, I'm still wondering. I was very surprised, I have to say, happily surprised that Chelsea drew and came back twice against City. That proved a lot that they want to fight. But sometimes we might have, well, at some point, we'll have to talk about that penalty, because I want to see Cucurella against Haaland being so big and falling like he has a fly on his shoulder, and he falls and the ref gives him a penalty, but whatever. Chelsea is getting better, but I still want to see more to confirm the positivity that I see.
And he's obviously right, you know. We are doing better. We are creating chances. You know, you can see our scores there. We have conceived a lot of goals, especially against so-called very good teams, and they're actually very good teams. You know, very, very good, fantastic teams. But we have to be giving the praise. You know, it's not like we need the praise because we are Chelsea. Our standard is so high, but you also have to understand that where we are coming from is not as easy. You know, we've been through sanctions. We've been through the whole changing of ownership. We changed the managers, left, right, centers, and we finally have a manager that's a little bit stable now. And for the first time in the last 2 years, I feel like we have a team that you can at least say, okay, it's becoming stable. I do understand his criticism. You know, we conceded too many goals, but we are playing champions. You know, we're playing Manchester City. How many teams can Manchester United collected 3-0 from them? They were beaten 3-0. You know, the only team that has probably beaten them this season that they didn't score against is Arsenal, which is 1-0. The rest teams they have scored against. So I don't understand this logic where everybody thought we were going to play City and we were never going to concede a goal. It was never going to happen. I do praise my guys. You know, they did a very fantastic job. It's not a perfect job, but it is what it is. You know, you sometimes have to praise the fact that we have come up from a very long distance. We are now able to challenge. If this match was last season, they beat us in the FA Cup, they beat us 4-0. And in the league, they beat us 1-0 each, even though we're having its worst season. This is Chelsea Football Club. We do have standards. But for now, this is what we have, you know. We just have to cope with what we have for now. And anybody that is out there thinking that it's going to be easy, it's going to be fun, it's never going to be fun. The next match is even going to be really tough, which is Newcastle. And, you know, I have not really given my opinion about that. I'll probably do it next time, but it is going to be tough for us. It will be really, really tough for us. And for anybody that think it's going to be easy, it's never going to be easy. It won't be easy. It can never be easy. And we hopefully will come out flying colors. You know, we are doing well this year, and we are going to come out very, very good, very, very good. And I'm sure about that. I know it's going to be wonderful, and I'm up for the road. Today, transfer journalist Ben Jacob has obviously come out and was talking about some backroom staff. They are at odds over the signing of a Brentford striker. First and foremost, I would love to go through what he said before I obviously give my opinion. And then it comes like this. And then he said, Chelsea leaders and recruitment teams feels Ivan Toney isn't the perfect signing for the club. Well, to me though, Ivan Toney would not probably be the perfect signing for us. I really don't view him as the perfect striker for us. I know a lot of Chelsea fans are thinking Ivan Toney is a very good professional, and then for one, I already think it's a very good signing for us, and I have my obvious reasons. Obviously, number one would be he's a gambler. You know, he played for Brentford. He was banned for 8 months, and as you know, it's not really the idea of us with the turbulence we are going through, with the injuries we are going through, and the whole stuff we are going through now. For him to obviously come and be the main guy, I don't just think it will be right. I don't think it will be flowing with the guys. Obviously, we have other guys, and I don't think they'll be liking it at all. They'll probably be looking at this and like, well, what are we doing now? We are trying to build for the future, and we are having Ivan Toney, you know. And I just think it will cause a lot of problems in the dressing room. And the Brentford are asking over 80 million. 80 million for Ivan Toney. Yeah, I know he scored 20 plus goals last season, but that's last season, and with the kind of style we are playing now, I don't think he will fit in. Some of you might have a different opinion, but I just think he won't. I don't think he would fit in because obviously Brentford plays low block and they do on counter, which means he has a lot of space and he can obviously link up play. But Jackson is coming very good, and Jackson is it's his first season in EPL. You know, it's his first season. You have to give attackers time to develop. I know we want to go to the Champions League, we want to do all the stuff, but we still need to give the attackers time to develop. They need to develop, obviously. You cannot just buy somebody and throw them away. Moving on to the sad one. We have a sad one today because it's obviously a sad one. We are actually doing well in the league, and we are trying very much our possible best to make top 5, top 6. And there's a big news coming in now that we'll likely be facing a point deduction, you know, and it's a sad one if that can happen, but I just hope it doesn't happen because obviously we did breach the contract because Abramovich did some shady stuff back then, and then but let's read and let's understand what's going on. Okay. Chelsea could reportedly lose points as league documents have been revealed. A possible rule breach by former owner Roman Abramovich, the boss himself. As a report by the Sun, Russia oligarch allegedly helped fund the club's success over more than a decade with secret payments. The report claimed that a money hidden trail worth of millions pounds have been identified, which could come back to haunt Chelsea. It has been claimed that the Blues, obviously Chelsea, broke financial fair play rules of the books, and which the East London Giants reportedly benefited from such transaction, you know, which include several benefits and associations of former manager Antonio Conte, Bertrand Traore, Samuel Eto'o, Williams, and several clubs. You know, when we did the Traore deal and the Samuel Eto'o deal when he was coming, I think he was coming from Russia, obviously. I think of the name of the club, and then it was William also coming from Russia. It snatched him up from Spurs. Amongst officials among them, and the report claimed that Chelsea could face several punishments for breaching the rules, and it's possible that we might face a point deduction, even though we are doing so well this season, not so well as so at the same time. You know, if here comes the part now that you should know, if there is a proof that the club has used a third-party transaction to circumvent the profitable and substantiability rules, then sanction would be either financial, which means we can easily pay, or they'll deduct a point. The latter is more likely, as any commission investigating the club circumstances will want to put out a deterrent and dissuade others from repeating such behaviors. Well, long story short, they are trying to cut off some of our points. It's going to be difficult this season, obviously. So we really do have to, you know, get as much points as possible so that it doesn't really affect us. If that's what they are coming with, you know, we'll be sanctioned before under Roman, and this one will just be killing. Moving on. Yeah. This one is also a joke. Anybody knows Chris Sutton? Chris Sutton. Oh, you don't know the guy? He's a football pundit, Chris Sutton. Alright, here is what he said. You know, during our 4-4 game, you know, the incident that happened between Pochetino and Anthony Taylor, I'm just going to go through what he said, and then I'm going to give my points about it. And this is what he said. I think this season has seemed worse than ever in terms of Premier League manager attacking refs. You know, he's obviously complaining about managers going after ref. There's a lot of issues with VAR. A lot of decision has been questionable this season. He's also admitting that there has been a lot of issues with VAR, and there have been a lot of questionable moments this season, but still, he doesn't want people to show emotions. He doesn't want people to go after refs. He doesn't want anybody to say anything. You know, just let the ref be. They are perfect. Nobody should say anything. Here we go again. And then he continued. But the reaction of Premier League's manager have been over the top. The biggest thing is that further down the chain, you know, like further down the chain. So, Pochettino shouting in a fourth official's face, that will be consequential down the league, because people will think it's norm if Pochettino, a good guy, if he can do that, then that should be the norm. So he's obviously saying Pochettino should be used as a scapegoat, because obviously other managers can do it, but we can't. So if Pochettino, as the frame good guy, does it, then every other manager would think it is normal for managers to go at ref. And let me continue. You know, it will have a knock-on effect, and you would think grassroots referees. Obviously, he's thinking that grassroots games, you know, like the, what do you call it, the Nations League, and you know, those kind of league. That's what he's saying here when he claims grassroots referees. There are cases of them being attacked and verbally abused. So Premier League managers have a great responsibilities, and there is a line, and many have been crossed this season, he added. Really, there is a need to several bans on Premier League managers behaving in that manner, simply because of the effect it will have on ref further down the line. So he's obviously saying that managers should be cautioned, and Pochettino should be used as an example, so that they have to ban Pochettino. You know, with all the stuff we are going through this year, you know, with Anthony Taylor and his bad head, you know, Anthony Taylor has been one of the most controversial ref, especially when he's going for Chelsea game, and I really don't like the guy though. You know, but nobody's saying anything about how he refed the game. Obviously, they know they are making mistakes, but they want Chelsea to just keep quiet and swallow it. You know, we have to swallow the bitter pill, and then that's just a little bit crazy for me. It is really crazy, and it's really okay, guys. I've come to the end of the video. You can like, subscribe, and you know, turn on the notification bell if you enjoy the channel. It's just a new YouTuber, so you can obviously see. And I do hope we continue to make like this and read like this. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.